Hello and welcome back to Language Player's How-To series. In this video, I'll explain to you how you can change your text corpus and what a text corpus is. Let's get started. First, let's go to the dictionary and search for a word. For example, 马铃薯, that is potato. Now, you might know that in our Chinese dictionary, we have this tab called collocations. If you tap collocations, you can see the word 马铃薯 or potato used in various different phrases. For example, the word 马铃薯 in an and or context, 马铃薯干薯, 马铃薯红薯, 玉米马铃薯, etc. Or the 马铃薯 being the subject of a verb, 马铃薯发芽, it sprouts. 马铃薯贮藏, the preservation of potatoes, for example, right? So these collocations, well, where do we get all of these? Right? These came from a huge database of Chinese text, and we extract all the examples from that Chinese text with natural language processing. Now, that huge database is what we call a corpus meaning a body of text. Now, this corpus also powers our examples. For example, in under 马铃薯, we have these 50 sentences that you can see. Now, all of these came from that big database. We have multiple databases for the Chinese language, and each database has their own quirks and their own idiosyncrasies and their own features. Now, let's see how we can change the corpus and customize what kind of examples we see. To do this, let's go to the gear icon right here, and then pick on More Settings right here. Under More Settings, if you scroll down, you can see here Text Corpus Settings. Right? Under the heading Text Corpus Settings, we have a list of corpora. Each one of these is a database. For example, Chinese Web 2017, the code is ZH101017. This is a simplified Chinese corpus. It has 13.5 billion tokens. That is, in this database, there are 13.5 billion Chinese words or numbers, symbols, etc. All counted. There are 13.5 words, if you will. Right? So this corpus is extracted from the web. So it has a lot of web pages indexed and then turned into this huge database of language corpus. So that is the default corpus, and that is what we're seeing right now. And that is powering the collocations and powering the examples. If you want to change it, for example, let's change it to ZH17 traditional STF2, and that is the traditional corpus. Let's pick that. So if we do that, then all the text will come from traditional Chinese web pages, like the web pages from Taiwan, for example. Okay. So now let's go back to the dictionary. Again, let's type 马铃薯. And if we go to our collocations, in fact, it's probably better to turn on traditional Chinese mode. And now we can see the text from the Taiwanese text corpus. So we have slightly different collocations. And if we go to examples, and we have slightly different examples. So if you're interested, if you're a linguist, if you're really interested in these nitty-gritties of the Chinese language, then you can go to Settings, go to More Settings, and play around with these corpuses or corpora and see what you can find there. All right, so this is how you can customize corpus in the Chinese language. But of course, every language will have a list of different corpora. For example, if I go to German, well, my user interface is in Chinese, but it doesn't matter. If we go to the settings again, and we can pick from this list of German corpora. And depending on which corpus you pick, the examples and collocations, etc., you see will be different. All right, so that's how you can choose your corpus and customize your dictionary in Language Player. And I'll see you in the next video.